Hey everyone, I'm Franklin.
And I'm Matt. Today we're going to review, an EP for an album and then a full album, so you guys get ready for our opinions.
We're glad you guys are here with us. We're going to be talking about some Bethel and some Passion. Yeah, they came out with 2 new albums. Actually, one of them is actually going to come out this week, this Friday.
Friday the 25th, the full Bethel album.
Full Bethel album. Yeah. But they had some teasers come out, 4 new songs from that album.
Yeah, they're out on YouTube, a couple other places. And so we're going to talk about the 4 that they released ahead of time, and then we're going to look at the entire Passion 2019 album. Mm-hmm. I'm always excited for the Passion albums, too. They usually have some pretty good stuff on them. Mm-hmm. I won't say what I feel about this one until later in the video.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Good or bad.
You have to watch now because you don't know. I may love it, and I'm just acting some kind of way. So let's look at the. I forgot their name. Bethel. Let's look at the Bethel album first.
We got their name already.
Yeah, only one of the big ones that we cover. Yeah, so they released these songs on YouTube, and one of the ones that really I feel like got the most attention right out of the gate was "Ain't No Grave."
Oh yeah, it was different. People, at least when I heard it, I was like, "Huh, this is different." I actually heard about it first, but I was like, "Country? What country?" I was like, "Oh, not country,
That's
country,
right.
But country."
On Gear Talk,
yeah.
which we are no longer affiliated with.
No.
That's a lie. We'll see you guys on there. They had said something about being a country.
Yeah. So they were like,
kind of sound.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, is it okay to do a country sound now?" So I was like, "What are you talking about? I have no idea." And then so I had to actually go and look. I was like, and then I found out Bethel released 4 songs. I was like, "Huh." Mm-hmm. And so I think it was actually the last. "Ain't No Grave" was the last one I listened to first. Or listened to last. So I actually listened to. I had no idea that was what they were talking about.
The other ones aren't. Somebody said they did like a country album, and I thought, the whole thing. That's the opposite of what Taylor Swift did. But as I listened to it, it really isn't. The Goodness of God could kind of have a little bit of a country kind of vibe to it if you think about it. But Ain't No Grave really starts to step into that realm, but they keep the praise and worship elements.
They do.
Yep. So it's not like a bunch of twang and some dude on a lap steel making people cry, but there's some slide stuff and it's more of that kind of bayou country kind of sound.
Yeah. She did some type of open tuning, and I was like, not that nobody's ever done open tuning, but this one, it was prominent. She was just like hanging on that open string. It's
got that particular sound when you do it that way too. Those open strings tuned that way really kind of lend itself to that. And it's Molly Skaggs singing that one. So that's Ricky Skaggs' daughter. So they're obviously, everybody knows they're country. They're country.
I'll be honest, I don't know them.
You know who Ricky Skaggs is?
I don't know who Ricky Skaggs is. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry again. I didn't grow up with this again.
So,
see? So everybody was like, Skaggs. I was like,
actually, I saw a video of Ricky Skaggs the other day. This is totally off topic, but since we're here, playing acoustic guitar and singing with a group. But he was playing one of Paul Reed Smith's acoustic guitars, which you don't see a whole lot of.
No, yeah.
With the birds on the neck and everything. And I was like, yeah.
Paul Reed Smith acoustic?
That's cool, yeah.
I've never seen one. Wow.
Yeah, it was neat. So back to Ain't No Grave.
Ain't No Grave.
It's really cool. Good job, Ricky Skaggs.
Good job playing that guitar.
Yeah. So, again, they kind of got that country sound. There's a lot of slide guitars, but you've still got your reverby delay kind of mix. You've still got your heavy tom kind of drums, that whole thing. And so it keeps the praise and worship elements and still brings the other in. So it's a really cool mix. It reminds me a lot of, we call it Chains, but that's not the name of the song. The one that Crowder did with Passion a couple years back.
I can't even remember what it is.
I always mix it up. I just call it Chains.
Chains. I don't know.
You know which one we're talking about. The one where they shake the chains on stage. Anyway, sounds like that song.
Okay, yeah, I know what song you're talking about. I just can't think of the.
Lift your head, weary sinner.
Lift
Boom,
your head,
got
weary
it.
sinner. There it is. There it is. Okay.
Oh boy. My only gripe about Ain't No Grave, and I'm one of those that sometimes I feel like there are too many empty praise songs. Don't get me wrong. Anything praising God is good, but we have a lot of songs that will just take Christian phrases and put them back to back, and they're done. And to me, that's to a certain degree, it's like doing a country song where you mention trucks and guns and maybe your dog, and you just put country phrases together, and boom, you get a country hit. Again, not that it's, it's still praise, and sometimes you have nothing but just praise for God, but there's a large number of those. And not every song is that way. So this one to me, I understand what they're saying. If Jesus was resurrected, I'm going with him.
Yeah, ain't no grave that can hold me down. Ain't no grave. Sometimes can hold me down.
Yep.
So,
but the other songs on the album, what do you think overall, just of those few?
The four, that one, the one by David. And
the Helzers.
The Helzers.
Jonathan David and Melissa Helzer.
Yeah, that one was a good one.
Raise a Hallelujah.
Raise a Hallelujah.
Oh, yeah. See, now, I talk about what I just said about songs I feel like are sometimes lyrically, they're just kind of put together. I like this one lyrically. I really like this song, actually. From the way that they split the verses and chorus between the two of them, and it's kind of a striking contrast.
Yeah, it's a big striking contrast.
I like it, though.
It was, for me, I was like, it was a bit too much for me, but I get it. It was different, because it was like, why? But I could see it. Like, when they did it, it was like, he sang it is a totally different, I felt like it was a different theme, but then it was like a second theme came in when she sang it. I was like, whoa, what's happening? I don't know. So, it's like, it was a different contrast, but it did fit. Everything just like, that made it its own song. Like, I don't know.
And lyrically speaking, this song is about, in dire situations, no matter what it is, your praise and your love for God being bigger than your unbelief or your untrust of God. And the whole song is built around knowing that no matter what, that as long as your praise and your love for God are bigger than the problem, it's going to be all right. Now that is rich lyrically.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's told that story in the beginning, and it was, I don't know, was it? Yeah, it was in the beginning. And he was like, Raise a Hallelujah.
And he kind of sings part of it and kind of tells the story, and it just, that's the kind of lyrics I like to see. So, that was great.
Yeah, that was great.
Goodness of God, Jen Johnson sang that one. Again, the one I said earlier was kind of a slight country. They're doing some of those rolling sus4 kind of chords and stuff. Can lend itself towards kind of a Carrie Underwood kind of sound a little bit. And then Victory Is Yours with Stephanie Worrell.
Yeah, that one was
okay.
I think that one was the title track, but it was okay.
Yeah, it's one of those where I can listen to it, but just in general in praise and worship albums, I don't fall in love with every song. I'm
it's just.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't fall in love with every song on a John Mayer album either. So
I don't know. Come on now, Continuum. You have to.
Okay, that one I do.
That was the only album. Continuum. Yeah. The whole CD. But that's besides the fact.
Yeah. John Mayer, if you're watching, I'm not making fun of you. Everybody does filler songs. I love you. Please come be on the show. If he sat here, anybody that doesn't know, come be on the show and talk about praise and worship. don't come be you. He's like this tall. He's like 6'5". So if he sat right here, he'd be
pretty tall.
He'd be in the way of the TV. So I take that back. Don't come get in the way.
Don't come get in the way.
Yeah. So there's only 4 songs on that one. There's not a whole lot to.
Only 4 songs, but definitely. Keep an eye out, keep an ear out. They're going to be releasing the this Friday.
Yeah, the 25th.
The 25th. Yeah, the whole album.
Yeah, it was enough to excite me for the whole thing.
So. It was enough to excite me. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But those four are like, yeah, give us a little teaser. Give us a little bit more. So.
All right, and so that being said, we're going to shift over to the full album here and talk about the Passion release that come out really quick this year.
I know, it came out within 3 days after Passion. It was like, whoa, it's out already. I was like, huh.
It's pretty interesting. And the album cover that they have here, in this area with the clouds and the light like this, you've played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, right?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It looks like where the cloud guy come out and attacked everybody from. So,
yeah.
Good job, Nintendo, for helping them with that album cover. What'd you think overall of the Passion album? I don't necessarily want to go song by song, but I want to touch on a few key points.
Yeah. Overall, it was okay. I don't know. Maybe I just need to continue listening to it a little bit more, but I don't know. Like last year's and this year's were just okay for me. I felt like it was a continuation from last year. 2017 though, I don't know. All those songs were on point. This year I felt like it was just a continuation of the same sound from last year's. So, and
don't get us wrong. Sometimes when we say that the first few listens that we don't love an album, doesn't mean that we don't eventually fall in love with it. Sometimes there are things that grab you later. Like there's a couple Chris Tomlin albums ago that I felt the same way. I listened to the whole album. I thought, I don't know. And now it's like my favorite Chris Tomlin album. So we're not saying it's bad. It's just saying at this current season it didn't pop out.
It didn't pop out. Yeah.
I actually feel differently about it. So the answer to the other question is that I thought that this album had some really high notes. It had some really low notes. And the in-between kind of wasn't there. So there's parts of it that I love. And there's parts of it that I thought, maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was afraid because there seemed to be a push for this for a while. And then it kind of disappeared. That it was going to be just like an EDM concert. Yeah. The whole time I was afraid that was going to be kind of where it pushed.
Yeah.
And that's not what happened at all.
No, it was all instruments, really. They had a couple of tracks, like a small, I think the biggest one for me I felt like was the Welcome to Healer, I think had the like most
sequencer kind of
thing. But
I didn't hear any arpeggiators or any of that kind of stuff like they do a lot of times.
Yeah. No
Stranger Things.
Yeah, and not that I look for that because I'm more of an acoustic guy. So I will give me an acoustic and a piano, and that's my style. But like,
they now that you mention it, they did kind of lay off of even electric piano.
They did.
And organ a lot. There was a lot of just strict.
It was strictly
keys,
keys, guitars. I mean, it was like the most stripped down. Like I feel like that they've done,
and kind of like Jesus Culture did on their last album. There was a lot more acoustic back in the mix as far as rhythm goes. It seemed like for a while they were afraid to put the acoustic guitar in the mix.
Yeah,
it's kind of picked back up, but I did kind of feel like the whole album is one long song a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
But again, high notes and low notes. So what were some of your big points you liked and some of the
I don't know, I did like Welcome to Healer. So
that was my favorite one.
That was right off the bat, like number one. That is the number one song on the album as well. So like right off they kicked it off.
I know.
Start off and then I actually really like the More to Come. Is number 7 on the album, and that it was on the guitar part is super simple, but it's just super like okay.
Yeah, that More to Come was one of my favorites. Again, talk about lyrically empty songs. This one's talking about, how God's not done. The Bible didn't end what God did. Like, there's more to come. We can expect to see more as we are God's children. I thought that was cool. The dynamics were great. As the song keeps going, they add in new harmonies. And then there's a part, almost every chorus, there's a guitar in there that's kind of low in the mix, but they're tremolo picking and really hammering some of that home. And so it kind of ended up sounding like a Frey song a little bit, in a way.
Yeah. To me, don't take this the wrong way, Christian, if you guys are watching, Passion Band, or anyone from that band. But it sounded a little bit like Jesus Culture's Miracles. I'm sorry, but here, we'll take a little listen.
You're the God who makes the giants fall. You bring down the walls of Jericho.
So if you guys listen to that,
God who gives the miracles.
Listen to Miracles. Na 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 na. He changes the lyrically a little bit, but from Chris, I don't know how you say your name, Chris. Quilla. Let us know how you say your name. I'm sorry, but yes. So the phrases, they're fairly similar. I was like, I could not get that out of my head.
I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. You guys ever watch the Food Network? I've watched the Food Network a lot. I love food. If you watch the Food Network, you will hear a lot of times in the background, especially anything with Guy Fieri, where they will play songs and it's like, they'll take a normal rock song that everybody knows and then they'll play it slightly different, but you can tell it's the same song.
Yeah.
It's almost like they did that where they were like, I can't do the copyright infringement, but if I change 2 notes.
I got it. Hey, it's just like Happy Birthday. If you change Happy Birthday, we can't sing it, guys, because copyright. Not anymore?
It's not copyright infringement anymore?
It's not copyright. Oh, public domain now? Oh, that's right, because they...
Just in case you don't know, we just got a cue from Live Studio Lucas, who's a real person.
Or is he?
Probably. So yeah, I thought that was a good song, and you're right though. There's a couple of places that sound like other songs.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we talked about which one is it? It's Welcome the Healer, which was the first one we mentioned it earlier. It's one of those songs that you come right out of the gate with, and it invites the presence of God. There's a lot of albums that start with a song that it's inviting the Spirit to come, and I think that's great. But there's that one part that sounds just like I don't know the name of the song, but it said, "I lift my hands to believe again."
Oh yeah. I don't know the song either, but I know the melody.
You are my refuge, you are my strength. We've played it a lot. So yeah, Welcome the Healer.
Welcome the Healer.
And that song.
There is one more song.
Played side by side. It's nearly the same thing.
There is one more song in the album as well.
The other one?
Oh, so we'll put a little bit of this one in, just the beginning, and then we'll also put a little bit of the middle. So here goes. Ready? Peace, bring it all to peace. The storm surrounding me.
Jumping right into tremble.
Straight up. I get it. It's 4 chords. You can't help it. But let's go back. Let's go actually further into the song. And the phrasing is too hard.
It does it again? Same song?
Yes.
Still sounds like Trimble?
Same song. Yeah. It sounds even more like Trimble. So your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. She literally says, your name phrasing goes up, exactly the same phrasing, like Trimble. So
Yeah, there's a couple good spots.
there's a couple good
In
spots
this
at the
album.
beginning. Yeah, I was like,
Again,
yeah.
it's gonna happen. We're not saying that you got, don't take it the wrong way. We're not saying you guys did it on purpose or any of that kind of stuff. It's just, it's funny how we hear these things. But did we say it more to say this? For you guys that are looking on Sunday mornings to incorporate some of these songs and you want ways to transition between stuff,
Oh yeah,
we got you, dudes.
those 3 songs right off the bat. You got 6 songs total. You can
I mean, that's a list right there. You got it.
you got a whole list. That's it.
Again, not saying anything wrong with the way some of that's done. It happens.
It happens.
I think it's cool personally.
Yeah, I mean, you get musical inspiration from hearing other people how their phrasing are. So you and then you just listen to it, and then it goes out of your mind, your thoughts, and then when you're writing music, you just kind of like boom, and then it just kind of it just so happens that it sounds similar. You can't. It just musical inspiration.
I've done it before. I try to write something and then I play it for somebody and they go, that's this, and So did you have a least favorite?
Oh man, I don't even know if I went that far, but
I had a couple of interesting moments that I thought were. I did not really. Sean Curran's the one that did the one that we like, Welcome the Healer, but he also did Bigger Than I Thought You Were.
Oh
And
yeah,
that was one of my least favorites.
yeah. I could probably put
The
that
whole
as
thing.
my least favorite.
Yeah.
My cares before you, my doubts and fears don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought. So I stop on
Yeah, some odd things in that one that
Yeah.
I don't know, spotty.
The Bigger Than I Thought. I just
Wasn't my favorite. And then there was the Crowder doing the 100 miles. Mm-hmm. The I would walk 500 miles.
it doesn't sound like that again, but it was weird that he measured time
Measured time and distance. Yeah,
and distance.
The lyric is, I could sing a song 100 miles long. And if we're measuring songs in distance now, every time we have a Jesus Culture does a free worship, that song is long as a football field.
25 minutes long, so it would equal 2 football fields.
Not making fun. I think free worship's great. We're just poking fun at everybody because that's what we do. But Crowder's not the only one that sees time and distance.
No.
It's such a weird thing to say.
It is.
Chris Martin believes the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah, he said on it was 2005 is when that album come out. What's the name of the song?
I don't remember, but it's something about
Something in
I
the
could
sea.
write a song 100 miles long.
I could write a song 100 miles long.
Swallowed in the Sea. That's what it is. Again, measuring time and distance.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get
It's a
it,
new
but
one.
It's a new one. Oh, maybe. Is it new or old now, since technically it was from 2005?
Chris Martin did get to it first. Yeah.
Get to it fast.
He get to it faster. He got to it longer. I'm gonna start talking about colors and sounds too. Like blue is an electric piano, and some other touches I thought were cool. I really liked Fade Away.
Yep.
Melody Malone. She always does a good slow ballad on the Passion albums. Like it's kind of her thing.
Yep.
And then at the end they throw in "Turn Your Eyes Upon Jesus."
Oh yeah, I did like that.
Yeah,
That was a good hook.
It was a nice touch. I always appreciate that. And then there's "Lift Up Jesus," and when that song first come on, and the guy starts singing, my first thought was, "There's Chris Tomlin. Where was he at the rest of this album?"
That's exactly what I thought. I was like, oh hey, but
It's not. It's not.
it's not.
It's Brett Yonker.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Sounds just like him.
It just sounds just like him. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, whoa, hey, this is Chris. And I looked, I was like, nope. It's...
And so the analogy is Brett Yonker is to Chris Tomlin what Philip Phillips is to Dave Matthews. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check him out. But yeah, I really thought it was Chris Tomlin. And Tomlin's normally on these things.
Yeah.
At least for a song or two.
Yeah. That was something different, though, this year.
Yeah.
It's some of the top dogs, like Matt Redman. Matt Redman is on here either.
Yeah, he's not.
And then Chris Tomlin.
We missed you, Chris.
We missed you, Chris.
What you doing? You should come hang out, and we could fight. Not really. Don't get me wrong. I think Chris Tomlin's great. I really do. He's one of my favorite worship artists. He looks kind of stocky, and I think I don't know, man. It looks like he'd be fun to go toe to toe with. So, Chris, if you end up watching this, let's fight. Let's box. Like a gentleman's thing, just for fun.
He'll probably knock you out.
I wouldn't be much in a boxing ring. It still looks like a good time though. So let's hang out and play some music and throw bows. But then Lift Up Jesus also had, that's where the synth really kind of kicked in. But it's on some other parts. But there's like an 80s Miami kind of synth going on in the background of that one. I thought was cool. So good instrumental choices.
Yeah, overall
all around. Yeah,
it was just very. I guess it was very laid back, more of music, instrument driven rather than blah. Here's electric and everything.
It wasn't as energetic. But again, sometimes that's not the mood you want to create. Depending on the speakers and all that kind of stuff. And I haven't watched a whole lot about who spoke about what, but if it if it fit the mood and that's what God wanted from that conference, then you go, guys. So overall, I thought it was good. I thought it had a lot of high notes. A couple weird things that we poke fun at again.
Yeah,
we're just poking fun.
Yeah, we are. Overall, everything is just, if it's to glorify God and if it's based biblically, through Scripture, as long as it praises God, I'm all for.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So check out the Passion 2019 album called Follow You Anywhere. Not a sponsor. And also the Bethel album, Victory, coming out this Friday. January 25th. Please like, comment, subscribe on this video. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and theworshipcast.com. Leave us some comments. We want to create community. We want to talk to you guys, talk with you guys. So, leave some comments. Hang out. We'll have some discussion. It'll be a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds good. So from us here at the WorshipCast, myself, Franklin, and live studio Lucas, who you just found out about today, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will catch you very soon for NAMM coverage. Here it comes. Oh, yeah.